Our first guest tonight spent 15 years playing a doctor on ER. Now he spends 15 episodes playing a single day as a doctor on The Pitt. Season 1 is available now on Max. Please welcome Noah Wyle.
So good to be here.
You almost match our chairs perfectly.
I know, I just realized I'm camo to your set.
Yeah, you did that perfectly. How are you?
Floating head. I'm great.
I heard you grew up in this neighborhood.
I did. What's so exciting to be here. I grew up blocks from here. This is where I am.
So you would walk down the street as a child?
I went to Gardner Street Elementary, which is just down on Sunset and Gardner, and I would walk up Hollywood Boulevard to go home every day.
What was it like? I would imagine it was pretty different.
It was dirtier.
Oh, it was dirtier?
Yeah, dirtier. We've cleaned it up quite a bit. How do you like it so far?
It was dirtier than it is now?
Yeah.
And you were walking by yourself?
It was dirtier, but it was also kind of safer in a way. I don't know how to it probably wasn't, but I had the naivete of thinking that I was okay.
Right, yeah, when you're a kid, you don't,
There weren't so many creepy Spider-Mans and Darth Vaders crawling around out there.
Yeah, a neighborhood is shaky when you have to fear Spider-Man. Carol Burnett grew up in this neighborhood too, but probably 30 years before you were growing up in this neighborhood. Did growing up here make you immune to being excited seeing celebrities?
No. I grew up just as starstruck as everybody else. I remember spotting people when I was a kid. I remember being at Greenblatt's Delicatessen, which used to be just on Sunset, and seeing Eddie Murphy when he was on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, wow.
And working up the courage to go and ask him for an autograph was a big deal.
How did that go?
He said no.
He said no?
He said no, and told me I shouldn't stay up so late and sent me on my way.
How old were you at that time?
I was young. I was probably 10.
Oh, he was right. Yeah. I think Eddie may have been right.
Yeah.
Before ER, you were in the movie A Few Good Men, which must have been an interesting experience.
Yes.
The cast is unbelievable.
Yes. Tom Cruise, Demi Moore, Kevin Bacon, Kevin Pollak, Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson, yeah. Did you get his autograph?
I did not. I didn't really work with him. We overlapped one day on the set, and my only anecdote I could tell about him is that I heard him, as he walked by me, say to no one in particular, "Anybody mind if I have a left-handed cigarette?" And
that's a pretty good anecdote.
It was, he lit up a joint, and walked off stage, and nobody had a problem with it.
Nobody minded.
So cool, a left-handed cigarette. I'm going to use that.
Wow. So it's possible when he said you can't handle the truth, he was high.
No. I'm not speculating that he was under.
Well, I am, and one of us
He was on his way home.
Everybody is talking about The Pitt. It's seems like every place I go, people are talking about it. Well, I know you're you and you're on it, so you probably don't have a great sense of that, but I'm telling you, I'm not you, and I'm not on it, and everyone is talking about it at all times. Have you felt that, kind of surge of enthusiasm?
Since we stopped shooting, since we left the bubble that was Stage 22 over on the Warner Brothers lot, it's been amazing to come out and see how it's resonating with people. Predominantly in the healthcare sphere, it's been really great to have their seal of approval, but I think people are really digging it.
Yeah, people in the healthcare sphere are impressed that it is very... In fact, I did a charity event with a bunch of doctors on Friday night, and they were talking about the show, and weirdly... The guy who is is he your main medical expert on the show?
Sure, we can call him the main man.
Okay, are there more than...
We have a couple, but Jake Lentz is a very important part of the operation.
Jake used to be a writer here on our show, and he quit to go be a doctor, and then now he's taken on the important job of telling you how to pretend to be a doctor.
Right now, he's sitting backstage at the bar.
Yeah.
So embarrassed that we're talking about him, no doubt. But yes, he is one of the 3 technical advisors that we have who rotate on the set for every episode, who watch everything we do and everything we say and make sure it's all...
He loves you. He speaks very highly of you.
I feel the same about him.
At what point, playing a doctor, 15 years on at what point do you actually become a doctor? Because you've been much longer than anyone goes to medical school. Maybe 3 times as long.
trial by fire is where you determine whether or not you have what it takes to be a doctor or not.
Do you?
And in the times I've been tested, I've found that I don't have what it takes.
What times have you been tested?
The first time I remember being tested, and I was not alone in the test, George Clooney, Eriq LaSalle, Anthony Edwards, and Anthony's young son, Bailey, who was maybe 4 at the time, we all went to lunch at the Smokehouse restaurant across from Warner Brothers one day, and we were all wearing our doctor clothes. And Bailey started to choke on a French fry, which is not funny. But was funny was that the 4 guys dressed like doctors were like, didn't know what to do. And the busboy walked over and gave Bailey a little push, and the French fry came out. The restaurant got treated to 4 guys that looked like doctors, looked like Keystone Cops. And I think it was answered that none of us have what it takes to really do this for a living.
But
we're applauding my inadequacies.
Isn't your mom a nurse in real life?
My mom is a nurse because once a nurse, always a nurse. Simplify. Yeah. And she used to be my only critic. She would call at 11:01 every Thursday night and tell me all the things I did wrong.
Oh, would she really? She noted the...
But that was 20th century before the internet. So now I have 16 million moms who call me to tell me all the words I say wrong and that my stethoscope's in backwards. And she feels so vindicated.
Oh, she does?
Oh, yes.
Oh, she must love that. Yeah. I'm going to give you, I'm going to put you to the test when we come back. I have something that I want to see.
Jimmy.
I want to see how much you've learned over your many
play.
years as a doctor. Noah Wyle is here from the Pitt. We'll be right back.
Patient goes into a room unless it's a trauma bay, and they will have 4 patients each. We need to keep everybody out in the open so we can keep an eye on everything. Okay? Triage is going to assess and assign every patient to a specific zone with the colored slap band. Patient who comes in with a red slap band goes to the red zone, which is the trauma rooms with overflow out here. These are the most critical patients who will die without immediate attention. Samira, where are you? You are here with Dr. Abbott and me. Jack's going to run traffic.
That is Noah Wyle in the Pitt, as you can see on Max, and are you sure you're not a doctor? Because you seem pretty convincing to me.
You know, I rehearsed that slap band move so many times, and I was so pleased. That was a 9-page monologue, and in the middle of it, they said, we want you to do this. And I thought, I'm going to miss, and then I'm going to have to start that 9-page monologue all over again.
That was the hardest part?
That was the hardest part, by far, hitting my wrist with that slap band.
I love the idea of this show, because it's basically real time. You got a 15-hour shift, and you cover it in 15 one-hour episodes. And I like that you pee in the show. You have to pee in the show, because no shows ever address that. Like Jack Bauer on 24 never once took a moment to go to the bathroom.
True. Season 2. Number 2. Season 2.
There's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
So, have you started on season 2 yet?
I was in the writing room today. We started casting today. It is all gearing up for a June start.
Will we pick up where the show leaves off and watch you sleep for 8 hours? 8 episodes of you just snoring?
You go home with me that night, then we got 9 episodes of me sleeping. No, we start 10 months downstream. It's July 4th weekend, a big injury weekend.
Oh, that is a big injury weekend, yeah.
Imagine all the hijinks.
You guys are collecting stories from
They're coming
July
in from
4th?
Everywhere. If you've ever hurt yourself on July 4th, chances are somebody's told us about it, and we're ready to write about it.
I would imagine an emergency room on the July 4th it gets at the very core of how dumb it is to be an American.
No spoilers.
Are you good at memorizing medical lingo?
Yeah, I'm all right,
You're solid?
It's pretty good. Mm-hmm. I can tell this is moving into a testing situation, so I'm preparing myself emotionally.
Do you think you could identify commonly used medical tools?
Perhaps.
All right. Let's put you to the test.
Here we go. You did this to...
I did this to Freddie Highmore.
Yeah, I saw
that.
Good
doctor. And
you pulled out some really...
He did pretty good. I hope we don't have any repeats here. Okay. Do you know what this is? You may examine it. Go ahead.
Yeah, this looks like it would be used to widen an opening of some sort.
That is correct so far.
I'm going to say this looks like it go up a nostril pretty good.
That is absolutely correct. That is a nasal speculum. All right. We're off to a strong start. There you go.
I have no idea what this is.
Really handle it, because touch it as much as you can, because you're going to like what it is. Yeah.
Oh, really? Where was it recently? No. It just looks like a door lock to me.
Well,
Is it? Oh, I
no,
broke it.
it's not. It is a circumcision clamp.
I have seen one once before.
All right. You're 1 for 2. Next item.
Uh,
That is what it is, yeah.
I'm gonna
it
pour a
actually
martini
is a
with that
cocktail
one.
shaker. Yes, you're 2
Can't
for
fool me on
3.
that one, Jimmy.
This is
Yes, this is, it looks very medieval, like a torture device, but this is used to gauge sensation. You run this up and down someone's foot or to gauge whether or not they've got nerve sensation.
That's right. It's called a neurological pinwheel. Very good. You can make pasta with this thing, too. How about that one?
This is from this century?
That I can't answer.
This, I don't know what this is.
That is called a dermatome. It is used for removing skin for grafts.
This looks well used.
Yeah, it looks kitchen ready is what it looks.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
and
what
this.
else we got? Oh, this is a, this also, I think a barman would use this for muddling.
That is a mother. Yeah. Wow, you're good. You know what? You're real good at the cocktail-oriented.
Yeah.
I thought I might slip you up.
Couldn't be a doctor, but I could be a bartender.
And finally.
Finally, last but not least.
Here we go.
Oh, my goodness. This also looks old, like it hasn't been used in a long time.
I used it this morning.
Look at that.
You want a hint?
Yeah.
It's called an anoscope.
Okay. It was really nice of you to bring in all your toys, Jimmy.
You can also use it for muddling, so don't worry. Noah Wiley, everybody. All episodes of The Pitt are available to stream on Max. We'll be back with Tom Segura. Guillermo, do you know how many subscribers we have on YouTube now?
20 million.
That's right. Yeah, that's why we're wearing these glasses. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not, help us get to 20,000,001.